This is the Chrissie Swan Show.
Welcome to your Wacky Wednesday. Jack, you look like a man who's fallen in love.
I got wacky last night, seeing my true love, Fred again, live for the first time, Swan.
Now, for a lot of people, this is their equivalent of Taylor Swift coming
really
to town.
is.
How long have you loved Fred again?
Since 2020, the first lockdown.
Same as me and Taylor.
Yes, that's when we fell in love.
Oh, my God. Now, was there a moment, like my folklore era, where you were like, pinch me, this can't be real. I can't be in this auditorium with all of these like-minded people enjoying this song.
There was. It was when my favourite song came along and me and my besties were all singing it and jumping up and down together. It's like just like Taylor's Delicate, Swanee. Have a listen. I love you trying to dance to this. It's great. Yeah, get the shoulders going, Swan.
Oh, I'm doing a bit of air panpipe.
There is a bit of that action. No, it was amazing. It was awesome.
How great. Are you going to be able to concentrate for the next 2 hours?
Probably not. But hey, I'll try and rebuild some serotonin back.
Good on you. I'm thrilled for
Hey,
you.
next we're going to play I Spy.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Hey, let's get in the car.
I Spy with my little eye. Chrissie Swan's I Spy. Thanks to Specsavers.
Michelle, get in the car, loser.
Oh, no.
I'm not calling you a loser, of course. That is a line from Mean Girls.
How exciting.
It is so exciting. This is a very exciting competition because you can't lose.
No, quite literally. I'm not sure if anyone's figured that out yet.
I know. I'm here to tell you that in a matter of minutes, you are going to be walking away with a brand new pair of Specsavers specs and $250 cash, all right? Are you there, Michelle?
I sure am.
Oh.
I'm in a school and who knows, there must be interference somewhere. I don't know.
Well, you are breaking the rules because everybody knows that you are not allowed to have your iPhone on the premises, Michelle. We will make this very quick. All right, now this is how it's going to work. You are going to hop in the car with us. We're going on a road trip and we're going to play a round of I Spy. I'm going to give you clues and if you can work it out, the prize is yours. And guess what? Even if you can't work it out, the prize is yours. I spy with my little eye, Michelle, something beginning with H. All right. Oh, gosh, look, the glaring bulbs of paparazzi. They're everywhere. H. Starts with H. Oh, I'm in the City of Angels.
Hollywood.
Hollywood. The school with Ballyhooey Hollywood. Good on you, Michelle.
Wow.
Yep, that's yours. As I mentioned earlier, you have got yourself a $250 voucher for a brand new pair of Speckies at Specsavers plus $250 cash, Ladybug.
Oh, my gosh. Thank you so much.
You are
Thank
so
you.
welcome, Michelle.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Hey, Priceline Sister Club members. Don't forget, when you shop at Priceline, there is more to love as a Sister Club member. Every point gets you closer to a $5 reward. Scan your card in store or log in online and start shopping.
Head in store or online at priceline.com.au.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
If you're new to the show, welcome. We're so thrilled that you're here. And if you've been listening for a little while, you might remember that my mum, Patty Swan, fell over a broom and broke 7 ribs.
Poor Pat.
Poor Pat. I mean, it's so awful.
How's she doing?
Well, the good news is she's out of hospital and rehab and all that sort of stuff.
Good.
My kids were like, wow, Mama's in rehab. What is she? It's not that sort of rehab.
It's not the Betty Ford Clinic,
no,
guys.
it is not. Although, wouldn't you love to be checked in there?
One day, Swan.
Sometimes I wish I had a terrible, terrible addiction and I could just go in there and potter around in a pair of slippers and a dressing gown.
Let's make it happen. That's a radio content arc if I've ever heard one.
Anyway, Mama's out of the very boring rehab, which involved physio and
muscular
orthopedic.
stuff.
Yeah, all that sort of bizzo, but she's home. And I spent the weekend sorting out her house for her because one of the biggest things that happens when you get older and you live alone is that things get away from you. Things get on top of you and you just don't have the energy or, frankly, the eyesight to see where things are. You can't remember things. You know, I mean, I'm not painting a great picture of her, but, you know, I'm going to go that way too. So I thought I'm very able-bodied and I've learned how to organise things. So I went and spent the weekend organising her place.
You're a good bish.
Thank you. I am a good bish. But can I tell you, it was hard work. but it was made easier because I was there with my lover.
Who is your lover? What's his name?
My brother P-Touch.
Who's brother P-Touch?
Okay, so this sounds like a Thornbird sort of situation. A man of the cloth and I. No, a brother P-Touch is a label maker. All right, I bought it.
I got excited.
I bought it. Yeah, don't hold your breath. I bought it years ago and it was actually lost in the clutter of my own house. But last year when I cleared my own house out, I found it and I reacquainted myself and I downloaded the new app and I am unstoppable. No surface is safe,
Oh,
Jack.
you're like full Khloe Kardashian. Everything in the pantry labelled. Everything in the drawers labelled.
I didn't know that. Do we?
You and Chloe.
She's my soulmate.
You and Chloe have that in common.
So you would have been first introduced to my brother P-Touch label maker obsession when I put our stuff in the fridge. I bought containers from home and I labelled them the Chrissie Swan Show, Jack, Tom and Chrissie, icons only, don't touch.
Yes.
Because you can do whatever you want. You're only stopped by your own imagination. So I have gone into Mum's house and I've labelled everything. I've labelled every container and the shelf that it goes on there. There's one for couscous. There's one for breakfast things. There's one for pasta and rice, arborio, rossoni, basmati, jasmine. I get excited when there's different variations because I get to make more labels.
We get kicks from such different things.
I know. Yeah, we do. We do. I can actually buy mine from a shop. I've just this morning, I've put little fan and heated towel rails on a PowerPoint in the kids' bathroom so in our house.
Oh, in your house?
Yeah, because you don't know which is which. That is labelled. I made a drawer at my mum's house, at Mama's house, that just says drawer of crap.
Great.
Everybody's got a drawer of crap and now you know where it is. But my personal favourite is quite a long, large label I put on my daughter's drawer.
Yeah.
And it just says stuff I might actually wear.
Fit peg.
Yes. If you've got an obsession with a label maker, I want to hear from you. Hit us up on Instagram. Send me a DM. I cannot be alone.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
And I can say that officially today is the last day I'm going to talk about turning 50.
It's been a fun journey though, Swanee. I've really loved being along on the ride for the 5-0.
Well, I turned 50. Now it is the 6th of March. 4 months ago.
Yeah.
And I did lots of stuff at the time.
The cruise. You went on a cruise with the kids.
I went on the cruise with the Disney cruise with the kids. I had a beautiful dinner with you.
We had a beautiful potato cake birthday cake here at Nova.
We did. That was magical. I had a gorgeous birthday brunch with my friends at Priceline. It was just beautiful. And then, of course, I had a family lunch where I did a big, slow cooked lamb shoulder and all of that. And I wasn't going to do anything else for it, a big party. I'd had a 40th and I just went, I've done that. And I'm a different person now. So, of course, it didn't feel right to not do anything. And I haven't talked about it because I wanted to get it done and enjoy it and then tell you all later.
Yeah.
And now is the later. So a couple of weeks ago, I shipped my kids off to stay with my mum.
Yes.
So I had the house to myself, no distractions. I wasn't a mother, wasn't anybody, right? Because when your kids are around, you won't know this and you'll never know this. But it's very hard to be purely who you are when you've got kids around.
I just can't imagine that.
I know, it's really
so
hard.
mind-blowing to a...
I do a really good job of it, actually, because I've put in so much effort to be...
You still.
Yes, but... You're a different person.
Yeah.
So they understood that I just needed to be with my friends and I invited 30 of my closest, most important people that have been so special to me over the 50 years. So some of them were there on the day I was born when I'm talking about my sister. Some of them I met in primary school. Some of them I met in high school. Some of them I met at uni. Some of them I met on the Sunshine Coast
Big
at
brother.
work.
Shout out to Saxon. We have
Big
to mention
brother.
him.
Yeah. So I just sort of really, I walk a lot and all these faces came together and I thought, okay, so I've got my cast for this dream celebration.
Yeah.
But what is it about? And friendship is a superpower. I've really come to realise that over the last few years. And to me, that is the pinnacle of unconditional love.
Agreed.
More so than what you have for your children or your parents, because you kind of have to.
It's different. It's by choice.
That's right.
Yeah.
But with friends, if they love you and you love them, you're choosing that all the time, and they love you purely, and I love them purely. And I wanted to thank them for how kind and generous and understanding and funny and just brilliant that these little core group of people have been. So I threw a beautiful lunch and we had the house to ourselves, and you were there, Jack.
It was
obviously.
heaven.
You are one of my favourite people. And it lasted for 12 hours.
It was so much fun. You had no voice by the end of it.
I had no voice from laughing and singing,
Yeah.
and I danced for 6 hours, and I'd given the DJ, a list of everybody's favourite songs, so they all got to boogie to their favourite stuff, and we ate, and then it got a bit later and I put some sausage rolls in. It was just the perfect day, and I recommend it so much. If you're like me and you're having a significant birthday, whether that's a 21st or a 70th, just think about if the world went your way and nobody was going to judge you, who would you invite?
Yes.
And what would you do? And then go and do that.
I agree, Swanee. And one thing I really took away from your birthday is when you get all of your favourite people in the same room, they always all get along because they all have that same connection or same sort of love of you, and you love the same things in a personality. So
That's
I found
right.
that really came to sort of fruition.
And that was a surprise for me too. I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah.
But I looked around and I saw 2 or 3 people talking, and I was like, oh God, they've never met.
No.
Apart from today. And look at them. They're already in love. And it was just, I just loved it so, so much.
Bring on the 60th, I say, Swanee.
I don't think it can be beat, but I'll try.
The Chrissie Swan Show. The Chrissie Swan Show.
Let's go clicking.
Chrissie's clickbait.
I am so excited about I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here.
Do you get excited about watching that show because of how much you hated it, that you like to see other people go through the torture?
That is an interesting question.
Because I would be like that.
The answer is no.
Okay.
I love that show as a viewer. It's like I was never on it.
Yeah.
I don't watch it through the lens of someone that's been on it. And I think it's because I've got so much post-traumatic stress from it that I have blocked it out. It's like I was never on it.
Joel Creasy's loitering. Should we quickly ask him his most hated moment on the show? Joel, run in.
Yes, Joel, come in.
Let's put
My most hated moment was when I had to leave you. I was flying. I remember flying out next to Julie Goodwin.
Yes.
On the plane and looking down out the window, going, "My baby's still down there. She's still down there in the African jungle."
I remember we looked at each other deep in the pupils, and you were like, "Are you going to be okay?" And I said, "I can't say yes."
Remember when we hugged as I was getting dragged out of the cab, and I whispered in your ear, "Win this for both of us."
And I didn't. I'm sorry.
Okay, bye.
Bye. So it's coming up on the 24th. I've had it in my diary for ages, and I am all about the clues. Generally, I don't like clues, but I love this one, all right?
Well, you are a expert on The Masked Singer, so you're good with clues nowadays.
Maybe I am. Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. It's something about myself I'd forgotten.
You've learnt that.
So I've seen this one. It says, international comedian heading into the jungle, loved by the royals.
Who is it, Swanee?
Straight away, my spidey senses went, is this Ross Noble?
Yes.
The great Ross Noble. And then I Googled Ross Noble royals, and what came up was not that he had performed at a royal anything, but on his bio, there was a lot of mentions of royal things. He does a podcast. He did a whole thing about the royal knockout.
Yeah.
He's commentated the royal coronation. He has played at the Royal Concert Hall.
I mean, he's British. That's enough, man.
Even in Esperance in WA, he played at the Royal Life-Saving Drowning, whatever it is, national
You've nailed
something.
that. It's Ross Noble.
I reckon it's Ross Noble.
Yeah.
Plus, I just called him before this break.
Yeah.
And it went blue, and then it went green.
Oh, so we think he's already over
So
there.
he could already be over there.
in lockdown.
Yeah.
There's another one here, celebrity cook known for causing a stir.
Yeah.
Because we've already had Miguel on there, Pauline Yao.
And Julie Goodwin that Joel just mentioned.
Of course, how very dare I forget her. I think it's Karnong.
Oh, yes, of course.
And Channel 10 love a bit of Karn.
Yeah, well, yes, because he's from Survivor
Yeah.
and Ready Steady Cook.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's definitely him.
We've nailed that.
Let's move on to Adrian Grenier, who I have a vague memory. He was in Entourage. He's got the big bushy eyebrows and the intense eyes. And I've got a feeling that he came to Australia and didn't cover himself in too much glory
No, I think
in the
he
last
was-
5-10 years.
Yeah, I think he was just pretty bored by his experience.
He
here.
was. But I think maybe that was the catalyst for him to change his life, because if you're wondering what he's up to, he has left Hollywood.
For OnlyFans.
No.
For the local meth lab.
What would I do on OnlyFans? I'll leave it with you. Tell me,
Okay.
tomorrow or the next day.
I already know, but yep.
What is it?
You have beautiful nails. You could do like nail stuff, hand stuff.
And
with
how
your
much
nails.
would I make? Because mummy needs some cash. Anyway, Adrian Grenier is living my dream. He has left everything behind and he's farming. He's become a farmer in Texas. And there's a photo of him looking so at peace, holding a billy goat.
That's what Kourtney Kardashian wants to do. That's boring.
Oh, that is boring if Courtney wants to do it.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Cruising with you all the way to 4 o'clock. It's the Chrissie Swan Show. I'm Chrissie Swan and you are Jack Charles.
Jack Charles Fred again version.
Fred again version. You are different today.
Am I? Is that because I've had no sleep and I'm hungover?
It's no. No. And if management are listening, he's lost his mind and
That's
he's lying.
obviously a joke.
It's obviously a joke. Don't.
I know.
Yeah.
I
Someone
shouldn't
like
say-
you shouldn't be joking about this. I absolutely vouch for him. I'm going to breathalyze him. He's fine. But we haven't even talked about Mardi Gras.
No.
The biggest thing that happens in Sydney all year happened on the weekend and we've never discussed it yet.
I had FOMO.
I actually haven't been.
Oh, you've got to go,
Have you
Swanee.
been?
For the first time last year. It was so much fun. You are a queen of the gays. You must go. You should have your own float. Next year, we're doing a Chrissie Swan Show float.
I am the best ally there is.
Seriously, you
What?
are the ally.
My first friend in primary school was a gay boy, and straight away, bang, I knew my people. But I loved this bit out of the parade because it mentions my great love, not Taylor Swift, the bum bag.
Oh, they've got bum bags. They've thought of everything. Practical? Very practical. I think a lesbian is in charge of that.
So
A
true.
lesbian or me. Or maybe that's in my future. Everyone seems to be doing it.
Yes, that's the midlife crisis that we don't know is coming
I
yet.
might just stick with a fringe.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
It's bum bag time.
Chrissie's Quizzy.
Oh, yes, Amanda, come in, spinner.
Hi.
Hi. Are you excited? You could be moments away from a bum bag, Mandy.
Oh, yes, please.
Ha! Mel, are you pumped for this bum bag?
Oh, yeah, woo!
Good on you,
Yeah, Mel.
Is it short for Melissa or Melanie?
Melissa,
Mel-
but people call me Melanie just to piss me off.
Oh, I do that to Mel Tracina. Oh, well.
Let's do it,
Too bad.
Melanie.
Let's do
You're going
it.
to win it, Melanie. I love you, Melanie.
Good on you, Melanie. Your name is your buzzer, girls. It's the best of 5, meaning the first person to get 3 answers correct wins the game and will walk away with a money can't buy Chrissie Swan Show bum bag. Question number 1. Can you name the pop princess who did a shoey at the Brits earlier?
Amanda.
Yes, Mel.
Kylie Minogue.
Good one, Melanie.
1 point to you, Melanie. Question number 2.
Kefir and Tahitian are two varieties. Yes, Mel.
Amanda. Lime.
Correct.
Yes, Melanie.
God, I love a kaffir lime leaf.
This next one is for the win, Melanie, but Amanda, you're still in it.
God, you made short work of this if you get this, Melanie. Question number 3. Actor Connie Britton is celebrating a birthday today. She is an icon. Can you name one film or TV show that she's been in? They're all
Who?
good.
Connie
Who?
Britton.
Connie Britton. You would have seen at least one of these. The White Lotus, Promising Young Woman, Dirty John, Nashville.
Question number 4.
yeah.
Lindsay Lohan has confirmed there will be a sequel of which iconic 2000s
Mel,
film?
Amanda.
Yes, Mel, for the win.
Mean Girls.
No, that's already
the
been and
Sandra.
gone.
No, sorry.
Amanda, do you want to steal it?
Freaky Friday.
Correct. You are on the board. Question number 5. Wednesday Addams is a fictional character from which franchise?
Amanda.
Yes, Mel.
The Addams Family.
Correct.
Yeah, Melanie, you bloody did it.
You bloody did it, Melanie. Good on you. You've got your bum.
For the bum bag.
You got your bum bag, and I'm going to write a card to put in there that says, "Dear Melanie, thank you so much."
The Chrissie Swan Show. The Chrissie Swan Show.
Now, Jack, you sent me a DM last night. Do you know what I love about us is that we can be communicating on 3 or 4 different platforms at one time, and it never gets mixed up.
No, it doesn't. We really stay in the line of subject.
There's text message, there's email, and there's Instagram DMs, and never the twain shall meet.
Never.
I've never been more switched on than when I'm doing that, though. You should see my face. But I did get a message from you on Instagram, which I love, and I particularly loved this. Your caption that came with this message was just, "Is this true?"
Is it actually true that every single girl has a group chat consisting of 3 close friends with the silliest name ever?
3 close friends in a group chat with the silliest name ever. Now, I was astounded by how specific that was.
Same. That's why it rocks me, because I have 3 or 4 chats like this, and I'm like, is it just me and 20-year-olds being idiots, or is it everyone? And you have proved to me that it is everyone.
Do you have one?
I do. It's
Okay.
with my two of my closest mates, Christina and Grace, and it's just called Gratitude Journal. And the reason for that is Christina, I remember 5 years ago, bought a gratitude journal, and Grace and I were like, "You're an idiot. This is so embarrassing. You're not going to use it." And we named the group Gratitude Journal.
And it never, ever changes.
Never changed. What's yours?
I've got exactly what that guy talked about. Me and 3 friends have a group. I might be the only WhatsApp group. Oh, no, we've got one at work as well.
Yes.
Which I will tell you what it is. Ours is called Golden Girls Future. Because
Your plan.
because our plan is to just get old and live in the same house like the Golden Girls.
Yeah, I love that
Obviously,
plan.
I am Blanche.
Yeah, you've always said that you would be Blanche.
I'm going to be Blanche.
Yeah, amazing.
So Golden Girls Future. And then ours, I think ours on Instagram, you and me and Tom, is congrats, you look...
Yeah, that is. Congrats, you look F. Now, Tom, our producer, wanted to come in and tell us about one that he has swung.
Hi, Tom.
Hey, Chrissy. Hey, Jack.
What is your group chat? And who's in it first?
So it's myself and 3 mates. That
So perfect what this guy's talking about.
Went to high school with them. And it's all set. It's called, I'll tell you the story first. It's centered around this story. She was working in a cafe at the time, and someone ordered a coin tray with ice. And so my friend was like, "What the hell is that?"
So is a coin tray like what you get the bill on?
Yes. So she was like, okay. So she went out the back, sort of was a bit frazzled.
Thanks, you guys.
Was a bit frazzled. No, she was like, okay, I'll put some ice on a coin tray and took it back out to the customer. And he said, "No, I'd like a Cointreau with ice."
Oh my God. So what is the group chat called?
Our group chat is called Cointreau with ice.
That is
amazing.
fantastic.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
We're talking about the fact that everyone seems to have a group chat with 3 friends that is named the most stupid thing in the world. Mine is Golden Girls Future. Yours is the Gratitude Journal.
Yeah.
And Tom's, our producers, is coin tray with ice.
Yep.
That is the weirdest I've
That
ever
wins
heard.
so far.
Carolyn, have you got a group chat?
I do, yes.
And how many
It is
of you?
called-
How many of you are in it first?
There's 4 of us,
Yes.
and it's called The Adventures of Gary Pecker-Penis and Girls Gone Wild.
Wait, that is all of those words are on the name of the group?
Long.
Okay. Carolyn, is there a story here, or should I not ask?
It's not really a rude story or anything. We were just away on a girls' weekend, as you do, and somebody had an inflatable for the pool, and they called it Gary Pecker-Penis, and we just went from there.
Amazing.
Gary Pecker-Penis. Well, you
Girls Gone
are
Wild.
you are in the draw for first class and 50K. You're going to have to choose one of those naughty girls to go with you. Angela, what is your WhatsApp group called?
Dad's nuts.
Why? Why?
I'm nervous for this story.
And is it nuts as in like peanuts or nuts as in
Balls.
testicles?
Well, you can take it whichever way you want to take it, but my husband set it up for my son, my 2 sons, and myself as our family group chat. and he named it Dad's Nuts.
Oh, maybe he's referring to you guys as the nuts. You are Dad's nuts.
Yes, well, that's what he said to the boys, and it does have a picture of nuts on it.
That is fantastic.
You're in the draw for Nova's First Class and 50K, Angela.
Let's finish with you, Jess. How many friends are in your WhatsApp group, by the way?
5.
5. Oh, it's a big one.
Yes.
What is it called?
It's called Barley Wine.
Why?
Because we were getting ready to go to Bali to celebrate some significant birthdays in our group, and we stumbled across a clip of really funny comic Geraldine Hickey.
Oh, God, she's great, isn't she?
She's amazing.
Yeah.
And she was doing a stand-up about being the Nicole of the group and the organiser, and that's me. And
just to expand on that, I was going to mention this to you, and I didn't obviously know that you were going to. One of her funniest bits is that she asks the audience, are you the Nicole of the group? And everyone's looking around going, well, no, I don't know what that means. And she's like, well, let me explain it further. If you were the one that organised the tickets to organise everybody to come here, you're the Nicole.
That is the exact bit that I was talking about.
It's so true. I'm a bit of a Nicole. I'm a bit of a Nicole sometimes and not in others. With that group that I've got, the Golden Girls Future, I am a bit of a Nicole. Yeah.
You're in the draw.
I'm totally the Nicole, and I just own it now.
I love it, Jess.
The Chrissie Swan Show.
Let's talk eyeshadow.
Chrissie's clickbait.
I had to click on this because, I'm in love with Priceline. So if there's a headline that says anything to do with makeup or skincare, I'm there.
You're there.
Gen Z has cancelled eyeshadow. Now, this is terrible timing for me because I literally started wearing eyeshadow last week.
It looks so good on you as well. And even yesterday, you did an incredible job doing your own makeup, Swanee. I noticed the minute you walked in, and your eyeshadow was lit. It was on point.
That was powder eyeshadow. So that was yesterday. Today, I've read this article.
Yeah.
We are not allowed to use powder eyeshadow anymore, guys. Well, actually, you're allowed to do whatever you bloody
Says
like.
who?
But I did try today the cream eyeshadow, and I used a brown eyeliner. Now, this is revolutionary. I've read this article. I've watched the video.
Wait, is this what the Gen Z are saying to do?
Yes. Then I went straight down to my local Priceline, and they had half-price cream eyeshadows. It's like the world was conspiring.
Wow. Priceline had seen this article.
Revlon Colour Stay Creme eyeshadow, $8. I mean, you can't go wrong.
Cheaper than a coffee nowadays.
So I did my eyes with the cream eyeshadow.
It looks fantastic.
Now, it's been on for a while now. Is it in the creases or is it good?
No, you're good. Have you added a bit of sparkle on top too?
This is in the cream eyeshadow.
Oh.
This is in, and you use your fingers.
2 for 1.
What do you think?
Yeah, it looks great.
I think Gen Z might be right.
Probably are.
Just saying. I'll have it probably are.
Do you know what Gen you are? See, I don't know what I am, if I'm Gen Z or millennial. Tom, do you know? Z? Okay, because I'm at the very end of 96, so I never know.
I don't know either.
What are you meant to be?
I'm Gen X.
Oh, cool. That's a cool one.
I only know myself.
I like that it says X.
But now that I've said that and you are impressed by it, it's probably not true.
No, I reckon you're Gen X.
I think I'm Gen X.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
You're not a boomer.
No, I'm not. How very dare you. Another article that got my attention was an opinion piece that says, in my suburb, no home is complete without staff, security and a 6-star basement. Right, so I know this suburb. It's Toorak in Melbourne, right?
Yeah.
And it reminded me, you've got to be comfortable where you are. The person that wrote this, his wife is embarrassed to say where she lives.
Why?
Because people jump to conclusions if you live in Toorak or Point Piper or anywhere of the, any of the big expensive, kind of suburbs in any city. And the fact is that there are some normal people that live. My friend used to live in Toorak. She was poor as a church mouse, right? Barely making ends meet. And people would say, where do you live? And she'd go, it's great. It's embarrassing. I lived in the suburb next door to that for 5 years. I had to move out.
Why?
Part of the big reason was, apart from the ice addicts, was I was the daggiest person in that suburb. And every time I left the house with my raggle-taggle tribe of children, we looked like we'd got off at the wrong stop.
Yeah, okay.
You know? And I just was not comfortable. So I totally understand this. You got to live somewhere that suits you.
I love that you identified that within yourself and then relocated.
Relocated to somewhere like daggy and friendly. See, you suit Turak beautifully, Jack. You've still got time to get a rental there.
Yeah, exactly.
Now check this out. The Chrissie Swan Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.